You know, I was looking at the numbers the other day. 22 Grammys, over 2,000 controversial headlines. How does one person contain that much of contradiction? It's like watching someone build a masterpiece with one hand and set it on fire with the other. And I think we've been asking the wrong question. We keep asking, is Kanye a genius or a madman? What if? The answer is yes. And before we even talk about Kanye's paradox, we need to understand what it actually means by the word paradox. A paradox is a situation or statement that seems to contradict itself, yet reveals a deeper, often surprising truth. In simple words, it's when two things seem like they shouldn't be true at the same time. It actually is. It all started with a kid who refused to accept reality. Producers didn't become rappers. That was the rules. But rules? They were just suggestions to Kanye. And then the car accident. Jaw wired shut. Most people would see a tragedy. Kanye saw an opportunity. He recorded through the wire the album through his wired shut jaw. Think about that for a second. You can actually hear it in the recordings. The muffled, the sheer force of will pushing through the agony. It's the sound of someone taking the worst moment of their life and forcing it to bow to their ambition. That's who Kanye is. Or was. I don't know. That's not just a song. That's a declaration of war on circumstances. And for a while, it worked like magic. The College Dropout wasn't just successful. It was a revolution. He had proven every single doubter wrong. But every superhero has a kryptonite. For Kanye, it was losing his mother, Donda. She wasn't just his mom. She was his first manager, first reality check, the one person who could tell him no with love. When she was gone, that crucial tether to the ground was severed. The same alchemy that turned a car crash into a hit song now turned overwhelming grief into the robotic pain, 808s and heartbreak. And without that anchor, the filter disappeared. The VMAs, the rants.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
The ego that once propelled him was now piloting the ship without a compass. His response to criticism, to build a fortress, comes my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. He exiled himself to Hawaii. No clocks, no sleep. Just an endless pursuit of sound in his head. He made a then unknown Nicki Minaj rewrite her verse until she delivered something legendary. It was brutal, it was intense, and it resulted in a masterpiece. But the need for control became absolute. The statements more shocking. The line between controversial genius and self-destruction vanished. And then the collapse. $2 billion gone. Almost overnight. Imagine. $2 billion. The empire crumbled. Most artists would fall into obscurity. And for a while, he did. But then something incredible happened. 2025 Seoul, South Korea. A crowd of mostly non-English speakers chanting every word to his songs, his lyrics that were even made like 20 years earlier.
In the night, I hear him talk. In the night, I hear him talk.
Think about that. After all the controversies, after years of silence, thousands of people who don't even speak the language know his lyrics by heart. In that moment, you see it. The paradox isn't a battle between good and the evil. It's a battle between connection and isolation. The music connects, the ego isolates. And he's been fighting that battle his entire life. So, what is the pattern? If we zoom out, we see few forces colliding. There's the God complex, the core belief that the rules don't apply to you. It's what lets you innovate, but it's also what lets you in the spiral. Then there's the tortured artist archetype, the idea that great art requires suffering, thing that Kanye knows and has done in the past. Does the pain create the art, or does the art justify the pain? And finally, the most dangerous one, the feedback loop. Sounds simple, but very dangerous. When you're surrounded by yes, your reality becomes whatever you say it is. So, what's the lesson here? It's not about Kanye. It's about that voice in your head. I have to be great. I have to be perfect. The Kanye Paradox shows us what happens when that voice becomes the only voice you listen to. When your ambition becomes your identity, there is nothing left to cushion the fall. Your talent can take you places your character can't sustain. This isn't a simple story. It's messy, it's complicated. Where do you even draw the line between artistic genius and personal responsibility? Drop a comment below. Let's have a real conversation. And if you're fascinated by these psychological deep dives, I'm gonna break down more controversial characters in the few episodes. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching and for thinking.